No immediate ceasefire or peace deal. The latest talks in Alaska between President Trump and President Putin ended without an agreement to halt or resolve the war in Ukraine. Both leaders acknowledged progress and understanding, but no concrete actions were taken. The absence of Ukraine's President Zelenskyy at the summit also limited direct Ukrainian input on proposals, raising Western concern over the risk of deals being made without Kiev's involvement. Geopolitical shift and erosion of isolation. The summit itself marked a key moment in global diplomacy. For Putin, it meant breaking 3 years of diplomatic isolation by Western countries and re-entering the stage of top-level international negotiations. Even without major agreement, the meeting symbolized Russia's resilience and capacity to elicit dialogue from the United States. Territorial and security stakes. The focal points in the negotiations revolved around possible territorial concessions from Ukraine and security guarantees for Russia. Moscow sought recognition and retention of territory won in Ukraine, plus a halt to Kiev's NATO ambitions. Ukraine and its European allies forcefully rejected the idea of land swapping and any compromises on Ukraine's territorial integrity. Any change would likely require a complex process, including a referendum and parliamentary approval in Ukraine. Economic and sanctions consequences. Trump warned Russia of severe economic repercussions, including possible further sanctions and tariffs, not just on Russia, but on buyers like India and China, if no progress was made. Russia's economy remains strained under existing Western sanctions, a persistent pressure point in the negotiations. Uncertainty for the war's future course. The lack of a breakthrough leaves the conflict ongoing, with further negotiations possible. Trump insisted that he is interested in bringing all parties, including Ukraine, to the table, but practical details and red lines, especially those involving territorial compromises and NATO policy, remain unresolved. Moscow is reportedly preparing new military initiatives, signaling little immediate willingness to back down, while the US and Europe continue to press for a fair peace. In summary, the summit heightened diplomatic engagement but exposed major unresolved divides between the parties, particularly around land, sovereignty, international alliances, and future security arrangements for the region. The war in Ukraine continues, shaped as much by geopolitics as by on-the-ground realities.